Welcome in next amazing Czech Chateau with reporter Mike from 360 Today. We are 30 minutes from the Prague in Chateau Mnisek pod Brdy. The history of the Chateau Mnisek pod Brdy starts in the 13th century. The current arrangement was made by Servatius Engel of Engelsfluss in the mid-17th century. The current design of the internal areas was made by the last owners of the chateau, the cast house, in the early 20th century. Archaeological findings from the courtyard have proven the building from the late 13th or early 14th century. Most likely it was a small castle surrounded by a rampart and a moat that separated the castle from the town. The first written record of the Mnisek Chateau is the record in Charles IV's Majesty's Carolina from 1348. In 1487, Mnisek was acquired by the important House of Mnisek, which owned it for over 150 years, throughout the whole 16th century. The oldest picture of the chateau was made in 1622, and though schematic, it probably displayed the real view to the building from the south. In 1639, the Swedish troops, led by General Baner, plundered the chateau and burned it down, together with the courtyard. Another important year is 1655 when the domain was bought from the Mniseks by the Prague burgher turned aristocrat, originally a Flemish tanner called Servatius Engel of Engelsfluss. Between 1656 and 1672, he had the chateau revamped. This finished the stage that gave the building its basic design and arrangements so far, despite frequent and significant later changes. In the second half of the 18th century, during the rule of the Unworth House, a lot of building adjustments were made. After Ignatius Unworth's death, the property went to the Pacta House, but it was managed by land officials until 1838 due to disputes in the family. In 1848, the chateau was damaged by fire. In 1909, after the death of Earl Sgrnding, the property was taken over by his relative Theodoric, Lord Cast of Ebelsburg, who started major reconstruction following the project made in 1910 to 1911 by a renowned Prague studio led by Matej Blecha. In 1945, the chateau was plundered and then confiscated. The Ministry of Interior started using the chateau in 1946 as a storage area for important and politically sensitive archived documents. In 2000, the building was cleared out and given to the National Heritage Institute for major renovation. The renovation started in December 2000, with the aim to restore the chateau to the conditions of the 1920s. Since 2008 the chateau has been accessible to public, and the visitors have a unique opportunity to see how the minor aristocrats lived during the pre-war era.